Hey guys, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Ron over at Desk Assist, and we are a virtual assistant company based out of the Philippines. That's where I'm currently shooting this video. And today I just want to talk about the how important it is to grow a database for your business, right? Because your database is your business, and if you stay in this long enough, you're gonna. If you ever want to sell your business, they're going to look at your database and see how big your database is, how well you've communicated with it, and how much business you've done. And then, so we're going to talk about that, building your database, but we're also going to talk about how you should hire a virtual assistant to help you grow your database and continue to manage your database once you've built it, because you don't want to end up like most agents, right? Because right from the beginning, I know when I first got started and I had to build my database, I had no idea what I was doing. So we're going to talk about your database, building your database, and how you should do it, and how you should hire a virtual assistant to keep building your database and managing your database so that you have a steady flow of business and you don't end up doing this like most agents, or getting out of the business because you didn't build a database. So there are many database systems that are available out there to use, and the one that I'm using now that I really like, and I've been with several companies, several real estate companies, and EXP seems to be one of the really good systems that they're using KV Core, and I know if you're not an EXP Realty and you want to use KV Core, and you have to pay for that, it's pretty expensive. With EXP Realty, it's part of their system. But within the KV Core, you can do everything. It's connected to your website, transactions, CMAs, listing alerts. I mean, it's all there. It's a pretty amazing system. And I've worked with, like I said, a bunch of them. Market Leader. I've worked with Keller Williams system. I forget what that's called. That's been a while. I forget what it's called. But anyway, what you want to do is start adding the people that you meet, your clients, your family, your friends. Start adding these people to your database. Start communicating with them. And like I said, learn that. Learn how to do that. Come up with a system that works for you. And what you're going to want to do is about 3 hours of lead generation, right? Gary Keller talks about that all the time in his book, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. I've taken BOLD, which is Business Objectives Life by Design. I've taken that like 7 times. And, they absolutely talk about building your database. Like that's the key. So learning to build your database, manage your database, hiring a virtual assistant once you've mastered that, so that you can now start to train your virtual assistant to do all that. And now your business is going to do this instead of doing this. Okay. So I'm going to start doing other trainings on building your database, but start with, if you're a new agent, start with your family and your friends and the people that you're going to start meeting every day. I'll tell you a quick story. When I first got into real estate, when I realized I had to build a database, and I didn't really have much of a database. Obviously, I had some because I had family, I had friends, but I was never in sales. So I went out and knocked on doors. I actually went business to business in my hometown on the main streets, and I did that for 3 days. And I think I ran into about 159 people, collected business cards, gave out my business card, and I got listings. I got a 2-family listing. I got a commercial listing. I got some buyers. Got a buyer to buy a commercial piece of property. I mean, I did that all in 3 days. And I put these people in my database, and I stayed in touch with them. And throughout the years, just on that 3 days, that was probably the most profitable 3 days of my real estate career. And I did that right in the beginning, right when I first started. And I made money. and I still continue to make money from those, some people that I met through that door knocking effort. And I wish I'd kept doing it, but again, I got busy. I didn't know anything about virtual assistants back then. I didn't have a plan other than to go knock on doors, collect the information, stick it in my database, and stay in touch. And it worked. It worked amazing. Imagine if I knew what I know now, right? That's the question. If I knew what I knew now, and I could have had a virtual assistant working for me, and I could have kept knocking on those doors and kept doing that and handed off those business cards to my VA, have the virtual assistant plug it into my database, set up the system the way I wanted to, and let that virtual assistant continue to communicate so I could continue to knock on doors. And then that virtual assistant would take those listings that I got and market those listings for me. And then when I had to get a listing transaction done, this is what I do now. I just call my VA, said, look, can you send over a listing agreement? This is the list price. This is the commission. And, send it over, get it signed, let me know when it's signed, and let's start marketing that property. And I do that with my virtual assistant now. And then when I get a new buyer, my virtual assistant, I'll say, hey, got a new buyer. They want to go see these properties. Can you start talking to them? I introduce them, and my virtual assistant will schedule appointments for my buyers and connect and put that all on my calendar and connect that to me so that I can go on those appointments with those buyers. And then if I have to write an offer, I say, hey, I need to write an offer. This is how much the offer has to be, blah, 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 blah. It's amazing, actually. It's pretty amazing. And I should continue to do that, and I will. It's just that currently right now I'm in the Philippines. I want to build my Desk Assist business a little bit more, help more agents grow their business by helping them. And, I think the best part of hiring a virtual assistant that makes me feel good is you're helping other people in other parts of the world. And I think that's really cool. Anyways, this is Ron over at Desk Assist. I'm also an EXP agent. I've been in the real estate business for 20 years. I hope you like and subscribe to the video. I'm going to try to do a lot more videos on all of this stuff. So watch the next video, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.